Today we're going to be discussing the house of Gucci. Okay, so I listened to this book on Everand as per usual, and when I tell you something, this book, okay, so before I get into the book, like, let me explain something that's been going on in my mind for a while. A question I've always wondered at is why our business is not being able to move through generations in Nigeria. I don't know whether it's the same for Africa, but Nigeria, where I am from, I don't know any business that was successful with dad and he was able to move to son and then even able to move to grandson. Like, when we think of generational wealth, can we say businesses are involved? Nigeria, I think, is generally a very young place. So I don't know whether it's too soon for me to say that, because when you hear of a lot of the big names that, you know, the Guinnesses, the Heinekens, the Legos, and even the Gucci, I think of this is something grandfather did give daddy gave child, you know, that kind of thing. But this book actually helped me to start getting insight into why it's actually tough to hand over. Now, last year I read the Lego book. I'll put the link to the Lego book here, and I just remember thinking of crazy major decisions that were done to reduce the possibility of friction once the owner who started the business had to hand over to the son. House of Gucci. Gucci died in 1950 something. No, not 1950 something. 1930, I think. Then his son took over. Then his son ran Gucci for a bit, right? Then his brother was the one that was able to move Gucci to be what we know it to be now. So, like, took it to the US, you know, and all that. And Gucci was their selling point was leather. Do you understand? So, like, leather goods, bags, very beautiful, those things, those bougie stuff, and they were selling to a lot of very big high-end clients, right? And in doing this, the brand became big. And what this guy did, I'm talking of the son now, the son that was handed over, the brother to that one that was handed over, was able to move the business to US. And in moving that to the US, somehow they were able to expand the market outside Europe. This is an Italian family. So they moved to, like, you know, they were in Paris, Greece, Switzerland. They just started having shops everywhere. That's the Gucci that we know now. That's so big, you know. So, but then he handed over to his son. Now, I'm talking of the son. The names are quite, I don't want to murder names, that's why I'm not mentioning names. But the son's name is Maurizio. Now, the book actually starts describing Maurizio. Maurizio is a fine boy, like fine boy, very sleek, very elegant. You know, their family is like, it's a big family, right? Gucci is a very big family, and they are known because of their money and because of this wonderful designer family that it is. So, like, Maurizio is this big boy, you know, that kind of thing. He has a beautiful house somewhere in Paris and all that. And the book starts there. Then somebody walked up to him in the stairs that led to his house and shot him. Pow, pow, pow. That is where the book starts. So we now start going back to start asking, Maurizio. Who killed Maurizio? What did he do? So Maurizio was killed by his wife. No spoilers there. The movie came out, you know what happened. Now, if you saw the movie did not quite capture the story that well. This book is long. This book is extensive. It's a great book on the history of fashion. If you are interested in finding out about handing over businesses, the wahala that it can come with, because when I tell you this family fought, they will bring in outside bodies to help them to fight, because that was the only way they could try to move this business forward. At the moment, nobody is running Gucci now that actually bears the Gucci name. All Gucci family members have done like this. Maurizio was in charge when he got shot. He had 2 kids. I think one was 15 at the time. The other one was like 12. So the girls are doing well. They are taken care of. They are doing well. I think one lives in Switzerland now. You know, but I don't know, the book is so moving. I don't know how to put it. Like, I was so moved by the book. It was beautiful. Maybe because of fashion. You know, it just felt very good. But I think I had some kind of vindication from the pain or from the annoyance that I've always asked with that question. Like, why is it so hard to hand over business in this country? Like, it annoys me. Because it's not easy. It's very simple. It's not easy. So it's like, if you read about companies that have been able to last 100 years, they say, oh, it was my grandfather's company, gave it to my father, then I got it. You have to read the fine print, what was done so that the name could continue. Because at a particular point, cousins will come in and will want to drive that business to the ground just so that you don't get it. Crazy. House of Gucci is an amazing book. Everybody should read it. If you care about business, you care about fashion, you should read this book. A lot of big names were dropped in because it was the book, I thought it's long, right? I listened to it, it was like 17 hours long. So a lot of the history of other big designers showed up. So you hear about how Giorgio Armani came into the scene, Louis Vuitton came into the scene. What's his name? Tom Ford. Apparently, I didn't even know this. First started designing for Gucci before he went off to design for himself. So it's like, how was he protected? How was he able to do this despite all the gbas that was happening in the family? Because he was still the designer when Maurizio got shot. And he had to continue doing this work, this Gucci work. So it's like people are leaving the company, shots are being fired up and down, fear they catch everybody. Possibly people getting fired, but somehow he was able to do it despite. So honestly, this book is beautiful. It's such a beautiful and like after this, I just went on and started reading several other fashion books that I could find because of how inspired I was by it. But that's it for this book, House of Gucci. Amazing. Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Chef's kiss. I love it. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe, share to everybody else, and don't forget you can sign up for our book club for 2023. It is still up. Till next time.